I'm Divyansh. I am currently an ML engineer working on B2B LLM applications at Oracle.
And hi guys, I'm Krishna. I'm currently working as a full stack engineer in an early stage startup.
And today we have built Sahayak AI, which is a vertical copilot for the next generation of educators and education. And so what we have built is a full stack app that helps the teachers in dense countries like India, where teachers are mostly understaffed and overwhelmed with a lot of clerical work. So we've tried to automate that and basically ease out their lives. So we'll be walking through a quick brief about the product and show you a demo at the end.
So, yeah, that's the team. That is us. And let's see what is the problem we are dealing with. So, there's a crisis in our classrooms. Teachers are like drowning in mundane and administrative tasks and not teaching. The burnout is very real. Like at least 15 to 20 hours are lost weekly in repetitive tasks like manual grading or planning assessment or admin paperwork instead of real student engagement. And at the end of the day, there is no time left for meaningful one on one student interactions or personal learning support. So basically, all in all, teachers have become administrators and not educators.
Yeah. So, what sets us apart is we focus this specifically for the teachers and not for the students, because teachers still remain underserved by the latest tools and technologies. They are still forced to use tools that are stuck in the past, and especially like in a lot of tier two cities in India, schools don't have something called as a smart board, right? Which is a norm across the globe. So we've tried to fix that in our own way through a mobile app.
So, this is our solution. We have built a cross platform app, and for the purpose of the MVP, we have aligned it with NCRT curriculum. So, basically, NCRT is mostly widely used in the Indian educational system. So, we took all sorts of NCRT PDFs we found on the government websites as our base for the further infrastructure. But our solution is very much scalable for all sorts of educational processes of any country or region. And basically, we have three AI agents in Act that are catering to the three main needs of a teacher. First, that is teaching. Second, the assessment of students. And the third, class administrative work, such as attendance management. So, we have used in context learning for quiz generation and also implemented an educational video generation capability, which we will be obviously talking about in the further demo. Apart from that, we are also doing post class work. So we'll be having an attendance module that uses computer vision and machine learning for attendance of the students in one go.
So as you can see, this is how our app looks like right now. We have a real phone streaming on a Google Meet. So like bear with me with the little bit of pixelation. But yeah, so this is our app, and the first product that will show is the curriculum based quiz generation for a teacher. So the teacher will just go to the app, select the standard, select the subject, and select the chapter that she wants quizzes to be generated on, and just click on generate quiz. So for this, now what will happen is what we've done is we've stored all the NCRT PDF. This is the standard in India in a vector database. So like simple rag, right? But this problem is not really solved by a simple rag because, for example, you take algebra. So algebra is taught from 6th through 10th, right? So a student studying algebra, the type of questions will be asked will be very different to which will be asked to a student who's studying in 10th standard, right? So we need to get that context to the LLM before it can start generating questions. So for that, what we've implemented is something called as
In
in
context
context
learning.
learning. Yeah. So what is in context learning? So to give the LLM, Claude in this case, examples of what the level of questions should be, we've created a sample set of questions for each class, right? And so while generating the questions, what happens is first the vector database is queued, similar topics is like fetched from there, and to basically get an idea of the level of questions that need to be asked, we have the sample questions stored in a Postgres database, and we are using that for in context learning. So the LLM gets these sample questions as well in its context before generating the questions, so that we get accurate and standard level questions which are important to for that student.
And like while designing the UI, I wanted it to be a little bit fun for the teacher. So for the UI UX part, I took inspiration from dating apps. So what the teacher is basically doing, if they like the question, they can swipe it right, and if they don't like it, they can swipe it left. So that is how we are doing it. And for example, I don't like this question. What is the relationship between the diameter and radius of a circle? So I'll just swipe it left. And at the end, for further development, we can export it to a PDF that can be distributed among all the students.
Yep.
Next up, we have another innovative feature that we have added. It is a educational video generator. So what the teacher will do, it will go to the Manim video generation. It will write a prompt, what kind of video
Yeah.
they want.
So in true Indian fashion, we have something here called as Jugaad, right? Which is like a hack. So to generate educational videos and at a very cost sensitive way, what we've done is use something called as Manim. So so for now we've entered the prompt, give me a 30 seconds video explaining the journey of shapes from a point to a hexagon. And the teacher will click on generate. So till the time the video is generating, I'll ask you guys a question. Like, how many of you have heard of a YouTube channel called Three Blue One Brown?
Anyone?
Great.
Oh, a lot of hands here.
Yeah. So Three Blue One Brown is, for those who are not aware, he creates very beautiful mathematical animations and he teaches concepts via that. And for that, he has open sourced his own Python-based animation engine. And what we saw was that Claude was able to write really good Manim code. And so what we did was to utilize this, we use something called as MCP server. We made an MCP server for Manim. MCP, if you're not aware, is model context protocol. It is basically now an industry standard for any LLM model to for an LLM model to interact with external tools. And fun fact, I think Tanvir also mentioned that MCP was introduced by Anthropic themselves. So yeah, we have this MCP server for Manim. Claude gives Manim code to the server. Server then compiles it, generates the video, uploads it to the backend, and that is what we'll see here. So now the thing is, we just noticed one slight issue that this video is rendered, but like since we are screen sharing, so there's some issue. So we'll show the same video generated on the prompt on a full screen here. But like the video, if we're not screen sharing, it will be visible on the app as well.
So the prompt that I gave was give me a 30-second video explaining the journey of shapes from point to hexagon. And this is the video that our Manim MCP powered by Claude has generated.
Yeah. So like for this prompt, like we in the system prompt we had like a fairly simple explanation, teaches to elementary kids. So this is the kind of video that the teachers can then harness and basically use it to teach, like have an interactive session in the classroom. Yeah.
So another major pain point that I noticed in the schools of India, that schools of India lack a automated attendance system. Like there's a lot of time wastage in that. So our last module that we have here is Prabandhan Sati, that is basically for the administrative work. So we'll have a student attendance part. So what we have done here is the teacher just needs to click a picture of the students and it will generate the attendance report. For example, if I capture the image, it will process it and then put bounding boxes on them and the final attendance will be shown.
Correct.
So I'll just take a quick demo and I think we can also...
Yeah. Say hi, everyone.
Say hi, everyone.
Yeah. So for the purpose of this demo, we have the friends in our classroom database. We'll click a photo of them through our like via the laptop itself.
Like 3 friends walked in the class. Let's see what's the attendance.
Yeah. So for this, what we've done is like we've used a fairly simple one-shot machine learning model, which just maps the database, like the student database and the photo, and just finds out if who are the students which are present, and then we can then put it back into a central database for the school.
So yeah, we can see Joey, Chandler, and Ross are present. Rest of all are absent. Even me and Divyansh are absent because we are here. Okay.
Yeah.
So
so this project was entirely powered by Anthropic For development, we've used Claude Code. I, again, as someone mentioned, I am a Claude Code loyalist as well. I've been literally using it. I think it got launched as Feb, so since day one almost. And yeah, the models used for this was Sonnet 4.5 for like the execution and the dev task, and sometimes the Opus model for planning. For real-time generation, we have again used be introduced by Anthropic, and the LLM used to power the infra was Sonnet 4.5 as well. So yeah, I think thank you. I'm Divyansh.
And I'm Krishna, and signing off.
Yeah,
Thank you
thanks.
guys. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.